was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
Emily.
What do you give to a small, irritating girl who asks about everything?
Try a conch. Delicate colors, interesting shape, and when you put it to your ear, you can hear the sea.
Yeah, why's that?
Usually because you're standing next to it.
Cool. Have you got one?
Yeah, but I promised it to my sister. She well vexed with me.
Why is your sister mad with you?
Well, last night when I got home with our supper, she went wild. Rio, she said, how come all you ever catch is puffer fish? A sicker puffer fish. What I want is tiger fish. So don't bother come back home till you catch one, boy. I don't see how I'm gonna catch no tiger fish. All I have is a fishing pole and a worm.
I have an idea. But
what do
first,
you need to catch a tiger fish?
One of them real fancy flies like the rich fishermen use.
okay, that was my idea.
Any use for a quill?
A quill.
What's a quill?
It's what
'Cause they
people
kinda
used to
make,
write with in
like,
Captain Ketch's days.
Feathery.
No, I'd sooner be fishing.
He didn't want the quill? Do we need to do something to make it look like a fly fish ourselves?
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
I'm going to get that as a sound clip, definitely. Because honestly, wrong is definitely me. Quill pen and exotic panties.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
Should have said sick and wrong. Sick and wrong in so many
It was
ways.
the quill I'd found in the Ketch Museum.
Wonder if I could take the quill and cut it up with the cutlass or something like that. Because we need to break the feathers apart. Wrong, and wrong. That's going to be my new sound clip. Coming straight from my own stream. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try to put the quill on the cutlass because it's the only thing I could think of that cuts. One would think I looked through a walkthrough, but I actually came up with that on my own.
It would have been easy to reach the cutlass and slip it in my pocket. It would also have been the most regrettable action of my life.
Did I not say feather? I mean, did I not say plume and a cutlass? How am I going to make one of those fancy fly fish?
The ship looked too fragile to touch.
And that's ever stopped us
It was
before?
a beautifully crafted model of a sailing ship.
Which is really cool, and
It was Captain Ketch's sea chest. Its
There-
battered appearance hinted at salty tales of maritime adventure and swashbuckling. Long months at sea with a rum-sodden, mutinous crew, hardtack and scurvy. And this chest, full to the brim with Ketch's loot, pearls, diamonds, emeralds, and doubloons. On the other hand, it could have been full of spare blankets.
Okay, let's go back to the bicycle and maybe use the get the spokes of the bicycle or something. And this inner tube we don't want, right? Chad wanted me to pick it up a while back. It's not really showing hands to pick it up though.
The inner tube hung between the two branches. The novelty value of having an inner tube in my pocket had worn off. I left it there.
I'm telling you, that bread smells beyond good, beyond great. I'm gonna walk further this way. I think we're at the nothing with the tent. George. Come on, George. Over here, George. Let me just talk to Rio again. Maybe he'll give us some ideas. We need fly fish.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Okay, well, there's like a million things I want to ask the boy, and why the boy didn't want our feather for his fishing rod.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid'd be interested in that.
Well, the kid didn't want the panties before, so, you know, not surprised. We have one thing, and we have passed it 3 times now to shred feathers. We own 4 of them.
Cats.
Cats will shred feathers.
Little play toys.
Mm-hmm. Didn't even think about the dang cat.
Just have to put it on the end of a.
No, you just hand it to it. Yeah, kitty.
The cat made short work of the feather, tearing it into a blizzard of small pieces.
Okay. And so, how do you make fly fish?
Do you have any more feathers, or just
Nice. Should be in my inventory a bunch of feathers, right? Oh, fudge, my nudge.
or do you connect it up to the dart? Or something?
Probably have to just go and pick it up off the ground. Probably left it on the ground. Feather shreds. Okay, now with the feather shed, can't even talk. Feather shreds, and our poison dart. Perhaps we can now do. Hold
the
on.
quill had been torn into small pieces.
You know that quill was like over 300 and some years old. That's okay.
That was no good.
All right, let's just try to hand it to him and see if he'll use that to tie to his. He's got a hook, so.
What you got there?
What you got there?
Hey, this is just what you need to make a fly.
Thanks. Let's hope them tiger fish hungry. A deal's a deal. Here's a conch.
Okay, yay. So we got the conch. And now we crawl back up the hill. And we go to Emily. It better be worth it. Aren't conches like available? Just all I do is go in like the ocean and look around or look on the sand and, you know, so I hope it's worth it, George. Meanwhile, George is getting burnt to death by the sun of, you know, he does have partial covering, so it's only his legs, his arms, his face. Here you go, girly. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Before I give it to you, no. You know what? Before I give it to you.
It was the conch shell that Rio had given me.
Much worth it more than the cross you're wearing.
Here, I've got a
Those are
conch.
wide.
Would you like it?
Dunno. Aunt Frost told me never to take presents from strange men.
I'm not a strange man.
Then why are you called Jaws, Jaws? That's a stupid name.
I'm not called... Look, conch, pretty. Swap for the cross, yes or no? Right, this thing's going out the window.
Okay, we'll do swapsies.
Okay, no. This is what my thought is. You are a strange man. You offer panties to a child. Yeah. Caribbean's most wanted, probably.
You talk to her anymore?
Maybe tell her about real.
There were several things I wanted to say.
I want to look at the cross.
Ketch's crucifix was encrusted with precious gems.
Would you just give that away?
He's got a crucifix. What do we do with it?
Crucifix applied. Take a look at the painting again, I guess.
It was the portrait of Captain Ketch.
So that's the same thing.
The portrait might have made a nice souvenir, but it was too large to...
It's still something to do with this inkwell. We still have our darts. What's a pen holder?
It was firmly attached to the desk.
Too bad. George would have tried to steal it if he had the chance. And the cross doesn't fit in the inkwell because that's what I was thinking.
It was firmly attached to the desk.
I need to see the map.
Ketch's crucifix was encrusted with precious gems. That isn't it at all.
We're doing okay, Winkers. We're just moving right along.
Not such a good idea. I don't think so. That isn't it at all.
Yeah, Facebook is creepy. If I find microphone advertised,
How come it's in that way? You're not even the one who bought it.
I think it's just if it's able to try to triangulate, it looks like somebody searched for this product around this IP address. We're going to advertise this. I even had something that I did not even search for something, but I used a certain app that I then got advertisements. It's like, that really is freaky.
It was a Hunt the Pixel.
It was firmly attached to the desk.
What's attached to the desk? Pen holder.
Ketch's cross slipped snugly into the pen holder.
What you doing now, Jaws?
Knock it off, will ya? There's something you ought to know. I don't buy cute or lost puppy. I've put your cross in this little hole in the desk.
Why?
Impulse mainly, with a dash of irrational intuition.
Silly. Only women have intuition.
Okay, the cross is there.
Can you put that marker into the inkwell?
It did say the inkwell, right?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, because the other one's not optional.
No, I guess try, but it seems kind of large. Knockout child. Throw it back into the...
There were several things.
What else? I mean, what are we doing?
That looked like that's where it was supposed to be, so I left it there.
What are we doing with this cross in the desk? Threading a needle?
Maybe? Got any camels? Cigarettes?
Ha ha ha. Aren't you funny? Hee hee hee. This is really weird why you want to do this, but whatever. It's got gems on it and stuff. We're rich, so we probably don't need it anyway, but bye, kitty cat. See you later. Have a good life. Enjoy your 3 fish. Thing ate 3 fish. Bit me a couple times and scratched me. Damn cat.
There was nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
Oh my God.
There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Mel seems to find some really interesting games. Yeah, this one is a good one. Oh, maybe we just haven't looked at the boat.
I wasn't going anywhere in that boat without Rio to sail her. It was a seaworthy little craft, in bad need of a coat of paint, but spotlessly clean and maintained. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
Yes, you just want to ask the boy something. You do want to ask the boy something. You do. And it isn't about putting coal in his mouth. Something about the net. We still don't have any kind of anything.
I didn't want a fishing net.
Maybe the other dude does, though. I mean, what
Anything else with that table or anything?
I think they left something out in their helpful guide. I find it interesting your husband doesn't tug at his beard. Oh, yes, he does. His beard is just trimmed. I know a lot of guys, they pull out parts of the beard. He does it
I very much
all
do.
the time. In fact, this little lippy here often gets put in his mouth, and he'll chew on it.
Yeah. It's shorter right now, so I don't pull at it quite as much.
But
when
he-
it's longer, it definitely
Trust
does.
me, he tugs at his beard all the time.
It's my worry stone.
There was a cat in front of the house, Winkers. The cat's in front of the house, but the cat is not useful. Is there anything else we've missed? Click around for a minute. Let me see if there's
I wonder if
anything.
we do something with this. Thing.
Oh man, go back up to the house. There's one thing we don't have in our. It's called Flavor Saver. Food gets. We used to save it for our cat.
Yes.
Good old Thomas loved Chad's beard and would
The
lick
novelty
every
value of having an inner tube in my pocket
thing.
had worn off.
off of it. But yeah, ha ha ha.
Yes. Had a cat that would like to.
In many ways, turtles.
That would like to lick my mustache. So
No, it's a cat on your bed. We know. Okay. Cats, get on the bed.
Is there something else in this room?
Yes, there's something in this room that we passed and we did not click on a million times. Look for anything, and maybe that. How else would we get the idea to go to
Holding
this
that
place?
lantern, I felt kinda biblical. Like Jesus or Florence Nightingale.
We missed one item, and that's where you put it.
Does it shine something on the map?
Yes,
The
sir.
lantern fitted so precisely in the inkwell, it could only be deliberate.
What
It
you doing now?
Creates
Grown-up
a
stuff.
shadow
I doubt
through
that.
the
I
cross.
put the lantern in the inkwell. See? It fits.
Why?
Because it was cut to fit.
Why?
Because sneaky old Captain Ketch made it that way.
Why?
What is with all the questions?
Because I'm interested.
Why?
Because I have the insatiable curiosity of the young.
Why?
Florence
All right.
Nightingale,
Truth.
well-known biblical
The
figure.
lantern cast
Yeah,
a strong
yeah,
light over
well
the
known.
desktop. The light cast a shadow of the cross.
Very
And the shadow
tongue-in-cheek.
fell
There we
precisely
go.
over a small, unnamed island shaped like a skull.
Ooh. A small.
That must be it. Ketch's Treasure Island.
Uh-oh. That's Zombie Island. It's a bad place.
No kidding? Well, bad place or not, that's my next port of call.
Can I come too?
The hell
course
you
not.
can.
I never get to leave the house.
That looked like
George,
that's where it was supposed.
you broke the girl's heart. Okay,
There were
we left
several
it there.
things I wanted.
Maybe we promised not to take anything out of the museum.
Yeah, you can
We
have-
did, however, take a quill. Do you think anyone will miss it?
Yeah, I thought it'd been out, but
It's for a good cause. We are saving the world.
She did probably keep her cross though.
Even though we walked so damn slow down those steps. It's like let's rush it, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna take another stream.
It's gonna be another stream. Which
There
is
was
great.
nothing else on the bicycle wreck I could use.
All right. Real.
Would
Treasure.
you take me to Zombie Island?
In this weather? You madman.
The rain will keep the zombies indoors.
What? Rain.
Just say I did meet a zombie. What would you do?
There ain't no zombies on Zombie Island. At least, not anymore. It's uninhabited.
Good. What do you mean, not anymore?
You still want to go?
I guess.
Well, I ain't had no luck with them tiger fish. And with the mood my sister is in, I'll be safer with the zombies.
Have our little sail. We're sailing off. They threw him off the dock, huh? Wow, all of a sudden the music went really loud. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, we got Rio in the boat. He's probably going to stay there. And we are on Zombie Island. All right.
So, this was Zombie Island. Somehow I'd been expecting something more sinister.
George, stop
Come on, Rio.
expecting things.
Let's find that treasure.
He's like, no way, I ain't getting off.
I'm staying right here.
Oh, come on. You said yourself there's no zombies left.
Yeah.
But there is a
But
pirate
that was while
LeChuck.
there was a big pile of seawater between me and this place. All me have now is this little bit between the boat and the shore, and I'm hanging on to it.
Can't talk to him anymore.
Things didn't start well. Let's see. All right, we got that. The Ketch Museum was pretty sparse, but I was sure there was a mystery to solve that would lead to the missing stone. Emily Ketch, another descendant of the old pirate, was an annoying little kid, but I had to keep her sweet in order to solve the clue. She wore Ketch's cross around her neck, and when I placed it in the slot in the desk next to his old chart, it pointed the way to the location of his treasure, Zombie Island. I persuaded Rio, the young boy fishing on the jetty, to sail me to the island. I'm thinking no. Oh well,
That
Maybe.
Emily sure asks a lot of questions.
Rest it, Mom.
Boy, he's
This
really
whole Emily
bothered
business
about
just
Emily.
Isn't funny.
Look, we're obviously at cross purposes here. I'm talking about Emily Ketch.
Yeah, and so am I. He was my friend. Her aunts hated it, but we did move together, you know. He used to be real keen at hide and seek. It could take hours to find her. One time, the last time, it took days. She must have shouted and screamed herself hoarse, but there was nobody to hear her.
Where'd she hit herself?
Captain Ketch's old sea chest. The
Jeez.
only way to open it was from the outside.
Suddenly, I didn't feel so good. We never exchanged another word about Emily Ketch.
Well, good thing you found her, huh?
Was she? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Because I wonder if she was dead. We got a ghost. But we did get
The
that
cliff was
item
steep.
around her neck, so she
Too
must be
steep to
alive.
climb without handholds. And I couldn't find any.
Guess what? We have Rand.
Close logic.
We have panties. We have a marker.
Walk down the beach.
We have a statue. Nope.
I went down that kind of little area to the left. Oh, there's the big hole.
He doesn't want to go in the water.
Well, you already stepped in it. His socks are probably already wet.
You would think so. Logic would speak that that perhaps his socks might be wet. Maybe we just go over here. Rock outcrop.
It was too high. I couldn't get up there. There was nothing else I wanted to ask the boy.
No, there's something you want to ask the boy. You want to give him a piece of coal and put it in his mouth.
What you got there?
I didn't think the kid would be interested in that.
Man, it's kind of cruel. Okay, there's
Rio's
a boat.
was strewn with
Oh,
fishing nets
well,
and
we
tackle.
know about that, right? We know the boat. Is there a net? What else? So we got the cliff, we got the rock outcrop. Can we go back to... Ah, here we go. Net.
Could I borrow your net?
Yeah, man, no problem.
So we had to click away from it, and then we had to ask for it again. That's what happened. Okay, so I shoved that net in
Like
my
not catching
pocket.
Some fish?
Nope. I'm after a big rock.
Okay, so let's look
It
at
was
it.
Rio's fishing net.
Wonder why I'm still carrying around the bank statement. Maybe I have to use that as evidence against this guy once I finally figure out.
Well, here I go. Wish me luck, Rio.
Good luck, George. Watch out for the Walking Dead.
That's a TV show. A little bit before our time here. So George climbs. And meanwhile, we're back in London. And we're now going to be on the
stumbled
docks.
down dark stairwells for what seemed like forever, until suddenly I found myself, wow, in an abandoned London Underground station. This
Wow.
place must have
What
been
happened?
closed down decades ago.
There was a net. I used a net on the rock outcropping.
Where was that?
It was. I asked Rio for it.
Oh, was it on the boat?
Once I found the rock outcropping, then it triggered the event for me to ask Rio. and then Rio throws it at you, and then you use it on the rock. And so George has climbed up into the side of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
And then it flashed into Nico's version, and now she is in an underground. Yeah, that's a good idea.
In the tube or something.
Yeah, she's in an underground railroad. We're running out of room.
Just do a new one. Maybe they add extra ones.
I don't think so. I think this is it. Okay, thank you, Winkers. She said her iPod
Charged.
needs charged. Just charged.
Well, then go
The
try
Well,
machine
go
wasn't
charge it
about
and you
to
can
weigh
still
me for
watch us.
nothing.
Oh, it's something about weighing. There's a
Sound
vending
kind of-
machine, so I can get a ticket. Do I have
Oh.
money?
What type of vending machine?
The machine needed to be fed a coin before it would operate.
Wonder if Jess Morissette has that on his project of vending machines in video games.
The machine looked
Isn't
like
Jess
it had sold
Morissette
its
the
last
girl?
ticket a long time ago.
It's a guy.
Oh,
He worked
It was
on,
an old
he-
ticket
amongst many other
machine.
things, he
A sign
worked on
read,
StairQuest.
tickets, 3.
He's
Okay.
that guy that he generally plays retro games on Wednesdays. And
okay.
He came in and he has kind of a deep voice,
Mm-hmm.
and you thought he was using like a voice modulator.
Oh,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
I still do. Okay. Let's see. Is there something? Coin reject slot.
There.
The cup was empty.
Of course. Vending
The tray
slot.
was empty.
Look under coin slot.
Coin slot.
The slot was much too thin for my fingers.
But you have a hairpin.
You have a hairpin. I'm not like George, but I will. I might not steal a statue and open the cabinet, but I will pick a
I
lock
pushed
on
the
a
hair
money
clip
thing.
into the slot, and whatever was stuck there disappeared into the machine.
Okay, now is it in the coin return slot, or can you buy something?
I pulled out an old English penny.
Okay. Train's coming by, so it pauses.
It was an old English penny coin. On one side was Britannia, managing to look both virginal and matronly. On the other was the head of King George VI, looking much the same.
That's an old penny.
Right?
Guess.
An ancient bar of chocolate dropped into the tray at the bottom of the machine. And
It's-
as a special bonus, the penny dropped through to the reject pocket.
Buy all the chocolate.
I pulled out an old English penny.
I pulled out the the rank old
I
chocolate.
took the ancient bar of chocolate.
How old are we talking about here?
It was a very old bar of chocolate with a row of boys pictured on the wrapper.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, like, how old? How old is this area? And why are you here?
The machine looked like it had sold its last ticket a long time ago.
Can you just put a ticket on it? Can you look at the poster?
I'll look at the poster.
It might have been a nice souvenir if it hadn't been torn and dirty.
Yes.
It was a poster advertising holidays in Scotland.
In Scotland. What's up with the wood?
Nothing. Oh, what's a sleeper?
I'd probably break my neck if I climbed over the sleepers. Or worse, a heel.
Priorities.
Woman, the end of the world is coming in a week or so. You got to take one for the team. Break a heel. Take a chance. Oh, look at this. You got a ghost here. Hold on. Go back. Poster.
The date on the poster was before I was born.
Can we go back to that ghost that was showing up there?
Sleeper. A piece of timber, stone, or steel on or near the ground to support a superstructure, keep railroad rails in place, or receive floor joists. Okay, so it's
Ghost, ghost, ghost. God darn it. Why are they going to put the clicker for the poster so close to the ghost here, huh? Stop. Stop, Nico. Oh, there's a cupboard.
A latch lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
Oh, shucks. Well, too darn bad we have a hairpin. Oh, you're not going to do it. You'll steal money. You'll open a cabinet, but you won't. Okay, I wonder if this key that we still have works with the cupboard. Okay, maybe not. There's a signal.
A warning sign saying high voltage convinced me to leave the lights alone. The train signal light still worked.
Okay, I need to get to talk to that. There's a box there. I talk to the ghost. Nobody ever stops here. Where do I think I'm picking the train up from here? Or why? No. Let's go all the way back here. Look at this
The machine
ticket.
looked like it had sold its last ticket.
Ghost. I just walked right through it. Map.
It looked just like the modern one. It was an old map of the London Underground.
Where's AC White Raven Medium? And we don't want to do anything with these sleepers. And I clicked on this ghost. I
Probably
swear I
break my
have.
neck if I-
Alright, come on, Nico. Alright, just stop. Stop. No, don't try to go. Golly, is this pixel annoying. Like, dag. Alright, let's go try to go back
There was
there.
no point in going
Thank
back
you.
up there.
So can we turn it off as an option so I can talk to the ghost? Talk to the ghost! I've already tried the cupboard. She didn't want to
A
do
latch
anything.
lock stopped me getting into the cupboard.
Take a piece of wood and take one for the team. I mean, hit it.
Or anything you can do with this, or is it just a
The signal,
light.
it says it's a control
The
light
date on the
and to
poster
leave it
was
alone
before I
because
was
of high
born.
voltage, blah, 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 blah. Would you like a piece of chocolate?
for chocolate noodles?
All right, I'm going to offer chocolate to the ghost. That's the plan. I don't have a pair of panties or anything to... Hey, Wolf in the Box. We women just won't listen. She won't stop walking, Wolf. I keep trying to get her to stop, all right? Just stop. Now the ghost is gone.
Use that latch key on the cupboard.
I did. It said it wouldn't fit.
Same with the hairpin, I'm guessing.
And she, latch key on the waiting machine.
Yeah. Anything with waiting machine? Have you used the hairpin on that?
I did.
Throw some sleepers on it.
I can't even pick up the sleepers, let alone. Would they like a coin? All right, we got to get that. I'm positive.
Did you put any more coins? Did you get more candy bars?
Frustrating part is when the train comes, the orientation stops.
Some of that kind of reminds me of The Longest Journey. I think.
Yeah. Stop. All right, I'm going to click on something just so maybe we can reactivate the ghost. I might
I'd
have Chad
probably
do
break
this.
my neck if I climbed over the sleepers.
Okay, if we see the ghost again, and we have a candy bar, would you like a candy bar? No.
The ghost obviously didn't want to talk. Perhaps it was shy.
Okay, so you saw the ghost. Let's acknowledge it, please.
It's just kind of whatever.
I mean, it's been she's been walking past it, walking through it, and I'm like, come on, girl, just do something, anything. Take a.
into that machine,
You can't.
into the ticket machine.
What if you could put the penny back in here? What happens? Like you do it again.
Or if it's like
1 bar of antique chocolate was more than enough for
Okay,
me.
the ghost doesn't want the chocolate. Give the ghost the coin. Maybe the ghost wants to buy a ticket. Or maybe the coin needs to touch
The
the
penny
machine.
was too large to fit in.
See, there you go. Maybe the ghost wants the coin. Oh, see, you can't get too close to it because it disappears every single time. It just F's off, you know, blop, and it's gone. Train's coming.
where am I?
I hear the train a coming. It's coming down. You're supposed to give the coin to the ghost, not. I don't know what you're doing. What if you use the coin on the weight machine? Wow, she wants to know how much she weighs.
I put the old penny into the slot, the needle twitched rustily, and the machine spat out a card.
I need that. Yeah! Wasn't there some Easter egg here with the ghost? I don't know. We've never played this one, Wolf. So if you know the Easter egg, let us know. 13...
Street.
13 pounds, right?
Oh, it says 13 Street. Or 13 ST.
L3. Maybe it's not 13. Maybe it's L3. Can you click on the ticket and see what it says? Yeah, look it up and see what the deal is with the ghost. The ghosty with the mosty. That's my Ghost Rider. I haven't seen him in a long time. Hope he's doing okay.
Well, he
A
disappeared for a
latch
while.
lock stopped
Came
him
back for a
getting
little
into the
while.
column.
Probably so he didn't lose his twitch and then disappeared again. I missed him.
It looked just like the modern
He
one.
lurks once in a while. But he's busy.
It looked just like the modern one.
Okay, can you put the ticket in the ticket slot? You got a ticket. Maybe you can catch the train. But I don't see how you're ever going to get the train to stop. Unless you do something with the signal that you're not supposed to. I mean, you don't have the dart or anything. The weight card with the ticket slot. No, that doesn't seem to be
The
right.
machine looked like it had
Like it sold its last ticket, so it's like, how about giving the ticket to the person, the ghost?
Well, looks like she tried to do something.
Maybe something happened to and that's why the ghost is right there, like right waiting for this weight card. Nope, it's shy.
The ghost obviously didn't want to talk.
And me, I'd be like panicking as heck. I mean, stuck under here. Well, at least when the earth explodes, I'll be under here, huh? Can you do anything with the wood? Like, use any of your tools on it?
I'd probably break.
You know what? I don't care. Use a knife. Use the key. Use the
What's this?
dagger.
That's a dagger.
Yeah, supposedly a dagger on the sleepers.
Well, let's see if we can use that to pry open that cupboard.
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, I was going to give the dagger to the ghost, but give it to Chocobar. It won't take it, but that points to the left, and there's a new exit. Oh, really?
A latch lock stopped me getting into the
But there's a
cupboard.
new exit with a cutscene for Beneath the Steel Sky.
latch
In the
lock stopped me
remastered
getting
version,
into
because
the
that's what we're
cupboard.
playing, is remastered Wolf in the Box. New exit.
For Beneath the Steel Sky.
You mean maybe just go back to the exit and see? Oh, wait a minute. Hey, hey, AC White Raven, you must have heard me because.
Who the hell are you?
Thank you, Wolf.
Joey, is that you?
I remember you now. Hey, listen. Don't go near that hole.
Nobody tells Robert Foster what to do, lady.
You don't understand. I've played this game before. There's something horrible in that hole. Some beast with tentacles.
You're nuts.
Thank you for the Easter egg. How funny is that? Oh no. Well, you did. I said, "Where's AC White Raven when you need him?" Because we're on the London Underground. How you doing, AC White Raven? Okay, so that was awesome, Wolf in the Box. Thank you so much for the cameo for the Beneath the Steel Sky.
So is it the same company that did it? Or?
Is it the same company that did the Beneath the Steel Sky, Wolf? Okay, so that's the only thing about the candy bar, I guess, for right now. But it doesn't solve our problem of how to get the heck out of here. And the ghost isn't talking to us. The ghost with the most is not talking with us. She wants a coin. Oh, yeah, the coin's gone. Would you like the ancient dagger?
You did that in the poster.
Of course I did. You know, because that's me. All right. Perhaps the ancient dagger with the cupboard. The Sunday brunch is going well. We're having lots of fun. Enjoy seeing everybody. And guess what? We just open up that.
Dagger just fitted between the
We
door
just open
and
up
the
that
softwood
cupboard.
Frame.
Wait, I
The
already
door
tried
gave
that.
slightly.
You didn't
and then
do
held
the.
firm.
You didn't do the hoochie coochie right up and down, left and right, and stood on your head, spun around kind of
A
dance,
latchlock
Chad.
stopped me get.
There's a crack.
My fingers were too big.
What? Okay, your fingers are too big to reach in the crack. Score. However, do you have anything in your inventory that isn't too big?
The blade of the dagger was too thick to get.
Use your little picker thingy. Either the key or the hair grip.
The hair grip was too thick to fit into the.
Okay, how about the key? The key in the crack. Nope, I don't think that worked. Oh, the ticket. The weight card. Good job.
I remembered my student days when I regularly forgot my house keys. A
Credit card.
ribbon with the thick card between the frame and the lock, and the latch lifted.
So there's a button. A button for the signal to stop. So is the ghost even important? I guess the ghost just gets us to this thing because I don't know what else to do with the ghost. But the train is stopping. Get
The
on there,
train was
Nico.
my ride out of. I could worry about not having a ticket when I got.
All right, yeah, just, flash those long legs at her and something, or maybe she can pay for it. I don't know. Meanwhile, up on the hill, George has climbed the net. Turtle says it's an interesting game. It is definitely there's a whole community love these Broken Sword games. And there are 3 more, I think. Catch, Landing, Reach. That's where I would stick it because there's no more safe spots.
Okay, yeah, 73. So
73%.
still a quarter of the game.
Folks, that's it for us. We are going to be wrapping it up. We're going to finish the game next week with 73%. There's still quite a bit of more time. But I'm honestly, good job. You did well. Yeah, we had it a couple times where we had to actually get a little bit of help. And it's like, I've done everything I can think of, but I missed that lantern. That's all it was. It was a pixel. I missed it. The lantern was in the museum. And of course, that brought everything. That was the trigger to get the map working. Because I went over and I was asking, that Rio and getting nothing. And it was saying, I don't want to talk to him right now. So this is as good as any place to stop, I think. And folks, we will